just want to live my taxi driver lifestyle. I can't help it. My sick-ass flamed taxi. This client sounded like a middle-aged lady. She wouldn't stop complaining on the phone. You know what, Princess, I'll just let DK do this for you. I'm from the taxi company. Sorry for waiting. You're late. I was told on the phone you'd be here in 5 minutes. You're late by 15 seconds. I'm sorry, the road was a little congested. Now you're making excuses? I don't believe I never had a driver this rude before. I'm going to complain to the taxi bureau. I apologize. Well, let it slide. Hurry up and let me in. Looks like this is one of those passengers that complains about everything. Get me to Nagasu Boulevard in 3 minutes. No way, I'll make it in 3 minutes. Okay, I'll do the best I can. That's vague. Can I count on getting there in 3 minutes or not? If you can't, I'm putting in a complaint, and I'll expect compensation. Can you or not? Yeah, remember, people sprint. There is a command. We literally have a command for it. Why didn't you just say so in the first place? I apologize. Well, let's get moving. She seems to have calmed down. That noise is bugging me. That blowing sound. Oh, that's just the sound of the heater. Well, it's getting on my nerves. Shall I turn the heater off? What, if you switch off the heater on a cold day like this, I'd catch a cold. Are you going to pay my medical bills? Then it's fine to leave it on. Yes, just leave the damn thing on. What about the noise? I'm used to it now. He seems to have calmed down. This is where she wanted me to drop her, but ma'am, there's a truck parked where you wanted me to drop you, so I'll stop a bit short. Won't drop me where I asked you? It's only a few meters away. Fine. I apologize for the inconvenience. Yeah, well, you realize you won't get paid now, right? Isn't that how it goes? It's your job to take me where I asked you to. Whether a few meters or 100 meters, I don't have to pay you if you don't drop me there. Or do you want me to complain to the bureau that you didn't bring me to where I wanted to go? I could get your license revoked, you know? I could shut down your entire company. Got it? I'm not just bullying you. I'm trying to uphold standards here. He's really going too far. What am I going to do? Just going to keep listening. When she said her piece, she'll calm down, pay for the ride, I'm sure. Just stay quiet and listen. Don't they give you training? I highly doubt it. You have no professionalism at all. You gotta remember, this is service industry. It seems like she's just getting warmed up. These days we get drivers who don't know the roads or drives like maniacs. I read in Weekly Magazine. Manners and morals among all taxi drivers have taken a dive. Now she's not even talking about her own complaints against me. I saw that some of you guys used to be presidents of failed companies. What is the world coming to? You work hard all your life, then one mistake and you're out on the curb. Your wife and child leaving you on the roadside. What a miserable time. Kids these days have their hopes and dreams crushed before they even get out of school. Who's responsible for this mess? What is she even complaining about now? It feels good to get that off my chest. Let me out here. But that monologue was exhausting. Sorry I grumped the whole way. I probably took it a bit too far. Here's the fare, and I think you deserve a tip for hearing me too. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the service you gave me, driver. I think I'll be in a better mood next time. One could hope. Dear Lord. You have to pick up two young men. They are quite rude on the phone. Kids these days. I'm from the taxi company. Sorry for the wait. Chitsugawa Street and step on it. Surly man. And no detours, aight? The shortest, quickest route. All right, arrogant youth. They've got a bit of an attitude. Hey. Of course, let's go. It's never me driving anymore. Man, I'm getting jittery. Got a smoke on you? Yeah, I got it. Give me one. I'm all out. I'm afraid this is a non-smoking taxi. Shut the fuck up and drive. Pretty full of themselves. I'm sorry, but this isn't. Sorry, but I'll have to ask you to refrain from smoking in here. Hey, we're customers here, driver. The customers come first. Indeed, you're both valued customers, but many of the other customers dislike the smell of cigarette smoke. I smoke myself, so I know how you feel, but please hold on for just a bit longer. Fine. God, look at your fucking face. Dear God. Better get us where we're going quick. Thank you for your patience. That seems to have worked. God, I'm really dying for a cig. The longer you go without, the more you want it, huh? I'm getting the shakes myself. Hey, you. I'm talking to you, idiot. Talk to us about something to distract us. I'm not really the chatty type. Aren't you a taxi driver? What do you think we're paying for? If driving's all it was, I could do your job, you loser. Have you drove a taxi before? Of course not. Who'd want to drive an old hunk of junk like this? Did you see mine? Mine has flames on it. But he does drifting up the mountain road, so driving a taxi would be a piece of cake. Have you ever had your family ride along? Nah, I'm single right now. Try driving with your loved ones on board. It's much trickier than drifting, I promise you. Our passengers are more important than anything. Ensuring they get to their destination safely may sound simple, but it's a challenging job. Man, you're boring us to tears here. Just stop talking and get us to where we need to go quick. Okay. I think they understood my point, at least. We're almost there. Time to settle the fare. Ah, looks like I'm out of change. Just round it down to the nearest 1,000 yen, will you? What's wrong with you? Times like this, you're supposed to round down as part of the service. I may do that for long distance fares, but not in this case. What? You're telling us we're not customers just because you only took us a few blocks? That's not what I said. If I round down to the nearest 1,000, I'll hardly make anything. Guy doesn't seem to think we're worthy of his attention. If he won't serve us, why pay? It's Bent's out of this shithole. Hold it. You got a problem, you better not get too cocky, taxi driver. Or do you want to go toe-to-toe with us? There's an idea. Let's rough him up a little. It'll be some good stress relief. I kind of figured it was going to take this turn. Menacing men. Nice ponytail. Yeah, Did this work the way you hoped? Here's your cigarette. Have a taste. Anyway. Yeah. We give up. We'll pay your money. I promise we'll never look down on a driver again. That's what I thought. Thank you. How the hell did you get that strong? Who are you? Just a humble taxi driver. I am humble. That man sounded kind of effeminate on the phone. I've seen my fair men like that at the bar. Oh boy. I'm from the taxi. From the Nakasu taxi. I'm sorry for the wait. You sure took your time. Oh, well. Oh, well. Aren't you a handsome one? This guy has a pretty feminine way of speaking. Shall we be on our way? Oh, gee, mister. I get car sick when I sit in the back. Could I possibly sit in the front with you? I'm sorry, but there are rules. I'm afraid that when we carry a single passenger, we have to ask them to sit in the back. I hope that's all right with you. Oh, you're such a party pooper. But I do find it hard to resist the commands of such a fine-looking man. I appreciate it. Oh, I just love that serious look on your face. Thank you. I need help. Can I ask your name, driver? It's Tachi Suzuki. And I'll call you Takun. What's your blood type? It's type 0. Or O. Whatever. Oh, no way. I'm type B. Did you know that type O and type B people are really compatible? I didn't. Perhaps fate has brought us together. What do you think? I think fate plays a part in all encounters. Blood type doesn't really come into it. That sounds so pretentious, but I like it. You're really getting me steamed up. Okay. It's a really bad time for this song. We'll be there soon. Oh, that's a shame. I want to spend more time talking to you. How about we go out for tea or something? Call me for a long-distance drive next time. Call me for a long distance, then we can talk plenty. Really? Maybe I will. Sounds good. Yeah, right. Like hell I will. Oh, his voice is odd. You money-grubbing prick. I'm not amused. You're no escort, you know. It's only tea. Right, but just about had it with you. You think you're hot stuff just because your looks are above average? Seemed to have made him angry. He's like a different person when he gets worked up. Here we are. I haven't met a man of your caliber for a while. My little heart is pounding away. I hope you'll let me sit up front next time. I'm afraid that... I'm just kidding. Here's the fare. Can't believe you handed me a level up. Hey. Till next time. We got to be getting a good chunk of them done. There was a lot more taxi missions. Now we're down to 3. People, but for now, let's go race. That just came in now. It's a client who always calls to the highway rest area. In other words, the Devil Killers. And I'll be heading out. Oh, hey, Suzuki-san. You haven't seen Miramatsu-kun around, have you? No, I'm afraid not. That's mighty odd. What is? We had a request to come in specifically for him, but somehow he's up and gone. Haven't seen him hide nor a hair of him. Doesn't sound like him. Ain't that the truth? He usually is such a stickler about everything. Just need help. If it turns out he can't show up, can you send someone else in his place? Apparently this client only wants to ride from him. They said if he's not there, they'll never call us again. Ours all washed, and boy, does that baby sparkle. You seen Miramatsu-kun around? We're talking not too long ago, but I haven't seen him since. Why? Guess he slipped away. I'm gonna go look for him. Yeah, I'll help too. I appreciate that, but you two got your own work to do. No point wasting everybody's time. Y'all get back to what you were doing. I'll handle this myself. Okie dokie. Said you spoke with him earlier. What was it about? I was just telling him about how you kicked Crash Kajiwara to the curb. Hey, I told you not to go run your mouth about that. Oh, come on. What's the harm? At this rate, you'll take down the 4 kings in no time. And once you beat the Devil Killer's elite, you're the fastest guy in Fukuoka, or however you say it. That's pretty much all I said. I don't care about any part of that. This is about fame or cheap thrills. Guess I got a little carried away. Besides, no one expects a taxi driver to climb the top of the leaderboard anyway. What did he have to say about it? He, mentioned something about how it's stupid and pointless to be racing on the streets. Actually, I don't remember. I kind of got selective hearing. When's your next one? I can't wait to see you out there. Never mind that. You need to focus on your job. Then 3 out of the 4 kings to go. Hope I can put this racing business to bed before long. Suzuki-san? Amatsu-san, what are you doing here? The chief's been looking all over for you. Is that so? Then what's your excuse for being here? I'm here to race the Devil Killers, nothing more. You're doing pretty well against them. You can say I'm making progress. Can't wait to be a glorified as the fastest, can you? I don't know what you heard from him, but that's not what I'm in it for. But that's besides the point. There's an important client waiting to be picked up, and you'll have time to make it if you leave now. Then we better get this race over quickly. We? That's what I said. Today is going to be just you and me. I made that call. Why? With this face, specifically. Why? See, I know all about how you guys think. I trained to be a racer myself. A real one. Formula 1, to be precise. I must say, I wasn't half bad. Made it through the amateur leagues just fine. Things had gone my way, I could have been pro. What happened? Do you know how much it costs to turn pro in the racing world? You need a machine, circuit fees, campaign money, testing. I was scraping together every last yen I could. My family is poor, and my part-time job only paid pittance. In the end, I couldn't keep chasing the dream. Didn't have the money. Does any of this have to do with me? I despise people like you, people who go on speeding down the highway like it's nothing, like people's lives aren't at risk. Those who really aim for speed do it on a proper track, following the proper regulations. Racing side by side with ordinary people just trying to get around safely is a slap to the face to society, don't you think? I agree. The only reason I'm going up against it is to get him off the road. I don't believe you for a minute. I can tell you're enjoying it, reveling in it. You're wrong. My point is, the fact that you compete on public roads really grates at my nerves. For those of us who grew up on the track, beating street races like you is easy as pie. I don't still see any reason for us to race. Now, come on, we've got our jobs to do. How about this? Race me and I'll go straight to work if you win. I won't prove anything. And look at us. We're taxi drivers arguing over whether or not we should be speeding down the highway. Come on, we're going back. Not until you accept my challenge. Looks like he's not going to budge on this one. Fine, if you want it that badly, I'll give you your race. Time to teach you the difference between an amateur and a pro. You haven't seen my taxi, have you? I'm practically pro. Oh man, who's who? Thank you. That was my own fault. Oh, Jesus. That was his fault. Perfect. This doesn't make sense. La 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 la. I'm not really sure how this proves anything, but, you know, I'm doing my best. Oh my god, that's not even part of the race. They're just stupid. What'd you say about Sega? Not good at drifting. I just keep slamming into people. We. There was a truck in front of me, but that's fine. Heat action. Wee. I win. I'm ultimate taxi driver. All that training on the circuit, all that time and dedication, only to lose to a street racer? I'll say it once more, or one more time. I'm not a street racer, and I never intend to be. Yeah, I know. Deep down, I think I just wanted an excuse to race you. That's all. I was jealous. Everyone's making a fuss about you beating them and being the best in town. Yet I thought in my heart I was the faster man. It bugged me. Now I know the truth. You beat me fair and square. You cut me down to size, but I'm honestly glad you did. I'll be rooting for you from now on. I wasn't lying when I said I hate street racers. You show those devil killers who's boss. I will. Strange though, how so many talented drivers end up being drawn to our company? I guess that's all the chief's doing. What do you mean? Didn't you know he used to be a street racer? You're not serious, are you? Well, all I heard are rumors. This must have been over 2 decades ago, and I don't know the details. I find that hard to believe, but despite my loathing for reckless street racing jerks, I have nothing but respect for our boss. He's one of the few who made it out of the game and started an honest living. Anyway, I know I went off without saying anything, so I think it's best we head back. Don't want to keep the chief waiting any longer. I found him. He got his dick stuck in a gas pump. That's your cover story? I just got a call from Remastered. It sounds like he picked up the regular client on his time. Of his on time. Jesus. Did he now? Yep. Says he was taking a break in his cab and dozed off. I've been busy lately, so I ain't surprised. Now, if you must doze off, Suzuki-san, make sure it ain't when you're behind the wheel. Not that I expect you would. Hey. Don't worry, sir. I'm always sleeping. What? Nothing? You have a sweet potato smoothie? Hey, Chief. What's up? Never mind. All right, then. How you holding up? I'd be better if my shoulders weren't so stiff. Me too. Shoulders, neck, and back. You name it. That's what happens when you get old. Guy used to be a street racer. You seen him when he's drunk? He's fucking nuts. I even race you with my pure sports tires. Daytona. It's perfect. It's what I always want every time. There's a businessman in distress. There's only one man for the job. Get me to this street, please. That's soon. I'm guessing he's a businessman. And come on in. Man. Not go well. Sounds a bit depressed. Rough day, sir? Huh? Oh, yeah. I messed up a little at work. Messed up how? Well, I didn't agree with what my supervisor was saying, and I kind of lost my temper, so I yelled at him a lot. And now I'm never getting that promotion. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I was fooled to fight a battle I couldn't win. You should use your fist. I disagree. You have to follow the path you think is right. You think so? Yeah, it's better to define yourself at work by speaking your mind as opposed to brown-nosing your way up the ladder. At least that's what I think. Maybe you're right. Thanks for saying that. Good. It seems to have cheered him up. In any case, I'm really dreading the moment I walk through my front door. I cannot see it going well. Why is that? My wife was hoping I'd get promoted, and I know she's only going to get disappointed. I was supposed to look her in the eye and let her explain what happened. Even so, I think you should tell her the truth. She'll be furious, I just know it. Look, you two are married. Your wife should love you for who you are, not what your job is. I'm sure that that's already the case. Besides, what you did today took a lot of courage. At least give yourself credit for that. Huh. Maybe you're right. Guess it couldn't hurt to tell my better half the truth every now and then. Seems like he's in a much better mood now. Maybe I should tell her I'm cheating on her with the lawn lady. What was that? Nothing. Thanks for being such a good listener. I feel the weight been lifted. Here's the fare and a tip. Of course, hope to see you around. We'll see him never. I don't know if these are just forever now. These three, like, or do I eventually run out of taxi missions? Like, how many fucking taxi missions are there? This client is from overseas. A great chance for some cross-cultural communication. That always sounds just horrible. I'm from the taxis today. Sorry for wait. Hi. It's like a foreign tourist. Please go to Misai Street. He mispronounces everything like I do. Dear God, his face. Do you speak Japanese? Yes, but just a little. Little, huh? Fukuoka is great. The food, delicious. What did you eat? The name, I forget. Well, what was in it? Spicy. Red eggs. That must be... Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know the food very well here. Uh-oh. What has red eggs in it? Well, time for an awkward drive while I figure this out. What the fuck had red eggs? What food has red eggs in this? No, I don't want to update my phone. Here's a 5 remastered. I don't remember what this one was named. None of those are in it. This one. Was it called Kariashi and Taiko? Spicy cod roe? Yes, very delicious. Number 1, favorite. Glad I could clear that one up. Hey, you. Yes, people in Fukuoka often say bari. Do use that a lot around here when they want to stress something. Please tell me what it means in English. I'm assuming very. I mean, if they really want to... Yeah, very. It's a local term they use to emphasize things, so I guess you'd say very in English. I see. Easy to remember. Hey, you. Thank you, Ari. Much. Looks like he gets it. Yes? I want to get a tattoo with Chinese characters. Tell me a cool phrase, yes? Chinese character tattoo, huh? You should get get one that actually means something instead of just picking one that looks good. What do you want it to say? I like to live life to the fullest. What Japanese phrase would convey that? Wait, Japanese or Chinese? A Japanese phrase but written in Chinese lettering? Is that what you're trying to do? I'm confused. How about that? What is the meaning? It means you should treasure every encounter. Good. Guess it is like you and me. I've decided I will get that tattoo. Thank you. That went over well. Dude, it's like he's a wax figure and someone held a candle. This is the adoring fan if someone held a candle over his face. Seduced by beauty. I'm from the taxi. Sorry for the wait. Can you take me to Ose Bridge? Not exactly dressed for the weather.
Hey.
Of course. Nipples are looking at me sideways. Wait, no, that sounded wrong. Why the long face? I got stood up for a date. I even brought this outfit specifically for today, but it was all for nothing. I'm sorry to hear that. Say, driver. Yes? I don't suppose you could take me on a date. What? You mean now? Yes, I won't take much of your time. Just walk with me a little. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. You take your job pretty seriously, or do you just not want to be seen with me? No, that's not it. I guess I'm not all that attractive, am I? Or deep down you think I'm an ugly witch. Not at all. Yeah, nobody gives me the time of day. I'm so lonely. Maybe I'll just throw myself out of this taxi and get it over with. Jeez, I'd better do something. If you're having trouble, maybe talking to me would help. I might be able to cheer you up. Wow, you're very kind. Okay, I give up. The truth is, I'm a decoy. A guy put me up to this. Yeah, he has me do whatever it takes to lure taxi drivers out of their cars. Then a bunch of heavies come and demand money. Why did you go along with that? My father borrowed money from someone shady, and now they're asking for a huge sum of interest. He can't pay, so they made me do this. It's an illegal loan, why not complain? Can't do that, these guys are really scary. What's a girl like me gonna say to them? Yes, I know there's a lot to ask, but could you come with me to meet these guys? I just can't do this anymore. Maybe you could persuade them to let me off the hook. Sure, I think I can help you out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'd rather just help you than just be jumped. Sorry, driver. Where are these guys? There they are. So you're the leader of the blackmailers, huh? I want to talk about the money your father owes. Well, you sure took your time. Sorry, the driver just wouldn't take the bait. Should have listened. I told you my job is to do whatever it is to lure him out. So this was all a trap? Look, you're a nice guy and I don't really want to do this. At the time, we got business. Better pay up or leave. You're not getting a single yen from me. Let's fight. You look like the youth guy I already took on a drive before without the ponytail. I mean, I needed to stretch my legs a little, so thank you. This is really what I needed. The right way. Doesn't even know I have it out. This is a gun. There we go. My trusty taxi gun and bottle. And a lighter. I think it's out of ammo, so I don't know why I even have it equipped anymore. Does it have 9 uses left? Got 9 uses left. Just didn't want to work. That's fine. Get up. Bike your own way from now on. Guy's tough as nails. I'm sorry. Ever since my parents got into debt, I had to do this for money, but I'll stop now, I promise. I suggest you do. Here's my fare and extra. I'll stick to honest paying jobs. If we hadn't met like this, I'd take you on a real date. Just later. Oh, that was unexpected. At least it seems she's had a change of heart. Or at least lied to me. It's a busy day being a taxi driver. Oops. All from the customer spoke very politely on the phone. There's the client calling from the highway again. He's asking for you. And it must be the devil killers. My Andy's being very polite, too. It's like cool you see me, one of the four kings. And I'll make sure to leave a strong impression. You're not getting away today. Forget it, I'm not going to study. Any more of these meaningless words and symbols, I'm going to lose my marbles. What's going on? The chief asked us to help him study for his driver's test. Yeah, and he ain't exactly the bookworm type. Furthest thing from it. Come on, what does memorizing a bunch of random rules have to do with driving a car? I mean, I already know how to drive, so let me loose on the road. It's not like I'm going to smash into anyone. Doesn't matter how good you are at driving. To be a taxi driver, you need a Class 2 license, and it requires a certain amount of studying. Yeah. Say that, but I still want to believe it. I better start showing some effort, or you'll be stuck on the written test forever. This is taking up our time, too. I'm just using up my breaks to teach you, so hurry up and get through your head. I've never been good at book work. Even if I studied night and day, I still wouldn't pass. Hey, just let me get behind the wheel with my foot on the pedal already. Don't forget your seatbelt. God damn it. That's it. I'm done with this. Maybe he went to go get his seatbelt. Jeez, they're way too easy on kids in school these days. They end up like him. He's being a pain to both of you. Yeah. No need. It's not your fault. Well, I'm the one who got him hired. I can at least go bring him back. Good luck with that. Who knows where he's gone to now? I have a pretty good idea. Everyone really likes this one rest area. I pooped my pants. Suzuki-san, what are you doing here? Did you come looking for me? Well, don't try and drive me back. I've had it with studying. Knucklehead like me probably only has 1 in 100 chance of passing. I don't want to fight a losing battle. Now I have other business here. Mean another race? Right. You're up against cool Yoshimi, or whatever you fucking say his name. I know you don't want to hear this, but I think you should just bow out, to be honest. I'm on your side, of course, but I know what he's capable of. You don't stand a chance, man. With that attitude, anyway. That Crash Hajiwara guy you beat, he's the bottom of the ladder when it comes to him. This is like a whole nother level. It's like a different stage in a video game. He's that fast, huh? In the streets and in the sheets, he's just as fast. He wins all the races because he's sharp as a tack and never loses his cool. When you go up against him, you can bet that he already knows your ride down to every last nut and bolt. I don't like that he knows my nut. Who the fuck is Bolt? He works up a profile of you and compares with all the other data he's gathered. You should devote a little of what the brain power is to studying. I think you gotta cut your losses. Don't want to see it go down in flames. It's just like my studying. It'd be stupid to take on something you just can't win. Good to see you, Suzuki-san. Hello. Whoa, it's the cool Yoshimi. I hear you like studying up on your opponents. That's right. This time was tougher than usual. It's my first race against a taxi, for one. I didn't have much data to go on at first. So I went all the way back to 1912 when the first taxi service in Japan started and researched every last detail since then. I've already analyzed your car, of course. I have a full details on every part as well as your driving habits written down right there in my head. That's dedication right there. So what are my chances? Based on today's weather and the state of the road, I came up with a number. Unfortunately, you only have about a 1 in 100 chance of beating me. I'm hearing that number get thrown around a lot today. You still wish to take me on? Of course. Just quit while we're ahead. 1 in 100's terrible odds. You know you can't win. The odds may be against me, but I still have a chance, right? Hmm? Where I grew up, you don't just run away when things look hopeless. You step up to the challenge like a man and carve out your own destiny. Man, that hit me real heavy just now. What a character you are. I love it. Now I'm surely looking forward to seeing you hang your head in defeat. Let's see if you can put up a fight. I mean, I can punch you. Pretty good at that. I forgot I put this as my song again. Daytona. Nice one, dumbass. Did you analyze that in your fucking dedication? Did 1912 teach you about that? Hello. Got a nice car. No, I don't have a quesadilla. Wait, what? Tenkaichi. Do 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 do. Let's show them what we can really do. Daytona. Should be my theme song. I want to let go of the button, but sure. Jesus Christ, dude. Did you calculate hitting everything in front of you? Because that sounds like me. I win. Daytona. Because they don't have that in the radio. Their CD player. Wow, 101 shot and you pulled it off with style. This is unreal. All the data showed I'd win without a hitch. What went wrong? Well, you slammed into a car. You slammed into a fucking thing that literally had 7 signs telling you to go to the left lane. I don't know, man. Maybe you should have studied 1913 or something. I don't fucking know. Battles aren't won by data and statistics. The numbers must have clouded your mind. Ridiculous. I should have never doubted you. You see now, your fate isn't written in stone. You can change it if you try hard enough. I think it's time you changed yours now. Okay, I'll do that. I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. We've just been standing here. I'm back, and look who I brought with me. Hey there. Oh, hey. Guys, is the offer to help me to study still on the table? Where's this coming from all of a sudden? Yeah, I thought you said it was hopeless. What are you talking about? If we give up now when things are looking grim, you'll never get anywhere in life. Now let's start with some flashcards. I don't know what you did, Suzuki-san, but it worked. No, I didn't do anything. All right, I'll help you, but aren't you forgetting something first? I should probably be apologizing for my behavior from before, huh? Ah, you got it. Finally acting his age. Let's hope so. Remember to be sincere about it. Of course, I'd like to start by and end by saying, sorry for ruffling your feathers. Huh? What kind of apology is that? My bad. Sorry for rubbing you the wrong way. Sorry for wrecking your expectations. Sorry for rustling your jimmies. Okay, you can stop now. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Not the jimmies. Handling suffers a little. Let's give it a try. Oh my god, you're not wrong. Also, acceleration just tanks. But you know, we'll try it. I mean, it's not even really worth the speed increase all that much, but we'll try. Let's get to the top. And then we always take a break. I don't know if these taxi missions ever end, but... or how many there are. I'd like to go to the bridge. Quite attractive, but... she has a huge nose hair sticking out. I'm wrong? Oh, no, I was just noticing something. Please get in. Jesus Christ. Nice date, isn't it? It is. She really has no idea there's a no hair dangling right above her upper lip. I do. On some kind of special occasion today? Thanks for actually, I'm going on my very first date. Is that right? I'm never really the popular girl at school, but I gathered up the courage to ask this guy I like out to dinner, and he said yes. You're off to a good start. Oh, thanks. I did a little research into things, and I brought myself a new outfit, complete with complimenting purse. I think I'm good to go, but I'm still a bit nervous at being my first date and all. Could be a little bit scatterbrained. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Not crush her confidence either. I think I should use some subtlety here. I'll just point to the rearview mirror. Huh? I think she noticed. Here's the fare, and take the tip as well. Are you sure? Yes, thank you for, yeah. No problem. Hope your date goes well. I leveled up from being a taxi driver. I truly am a taxi. No, I wanted to save. Guess I'll go outside and take a breather. All right, got my breath. It's good out here. Yep, very good. Tastes like car fumes. On the call of the highway, he had a gentle voice that made my heart flutter. Why not? And I'm on my way. Yeah. Mind if I tag along? That way you can teach me how to deal with more clients. He obviously knows where I'm going. What happened to studying for your class, too? Well, both Wada-san and Miramatsu-san seem pretty sure that I can pass now. They gave me their okay. Did they really? Yeah, I even aced a practice test. I've been studying my butt off. Help me out. I say you've been making an admirable effort. Why not take him with you? He does need more time in the field. Not sure you benefit from this kind of request. I don't say that. Even if it doesn't seem relevant, I still want to know how it's done. Now, if that's not dedication, I don't know what is. Wouldn't you say so? I guess. I'm going to take that as a yes. Now let's jam. But I want a jelly. Only 2 of the 4 kings left to go. You can do this. At least he's not trying to dissuade me like before. Crash Kajiwara and then the cool Yoshimi. I guess that means stay you'll be facing. Hey guys. Holy shit, it's the Godfather. Which one of you big boys is Mr. Suzuki from... It looks like the dude I had to kill in fucking GTA with the gay profile. He had a rose and stuff. It's not exactly how he looked. He just had the rose. I had to go kill him. So gentle about him. Beats me. He's a true veteran. Oldest one on the team. He's the last original devil killer, too. Don't let his age fool you. He's fast as lightning and then some. Not to mention he's racked up a ton of wisdom and experience behind the wheel. You're pretty clued up for a youngster. Not bad, Mr. Suzuki. Actually, Mr. Suzuki is this one. So you're the man. You sure you're in the right place? Truth be told, I thought you'd be a little less on the years. Makes 2 of us. Oh, don't mistake me for one of those doddering old seniors you've been puttering around. When it comes to driving, experience trumps all. I've refined my skills over the decades, maturing them like fine wine. Here, on the day of my daughter's wedding. So what? Now I hear you already bested 2 of the 4 kings, is that correct? That is. Well, from where I'm standing, those guys might as well be fresh out of driving school. Just because you know how to hold the wheel and step on the gas doesn't mean you know how to race. Watch and learn, Mr. Suzuki, because today's lesson is how to lose sight of a veteran. Well, I may lose. Who knows? I'm literally trying this Type C thing, and I have no acceleration but good top speed. No, I'm going to be off to a bit of a slow start here. Oh boy. Excuse me. There's only one way I'll beat him. I'm doing it. Excuse me. Got them. And drift. I like to think he's saying Gundam. Yeah, I'm getting there. Ew. Fine, you want me to come on? I will. He knows the drifts. slam into a wall.
ぶっちぎる。デビルキラーってのはその程度か。ゴッテン。Hey, hey, hey! やるな。
Hi there.
行かせてもらおうぜ。
I didn't mean to do this. Thank God I have enough speed to beat him. So I wanted to use my heat action, but it works. Alright, well, I win. You did it, Suzuki-san. That's nearly all 4 kings. There's only one left, their leader. How could this be? I've been racing for decades. Doggone it. I suppose this turn of events isn't entirely uncalled for. I must say, Jima found himself a diamond in the rough. Say, how did you know our boss? Why, he's the original devil killer, the man who started this whole gang over 20 years ago. Eh? You're telling me the chief started the devil killers? You gotta be joking. He's just an old geezer, no offense. We were all a lot younger 20 years ago. Your boss was a real speed demon back then, the fastest. Maybe even all of Kyushu. However you say it. Cashew. No, my brain can't handle this. Tell me why a legendary god of street racing would quit just to start driving taxis around. I guess it's as good as mine, young man. Are you an original member of his team? Surely you must know something. Back then I was just a slowpoke. I never really got to talk to the man. I'm glad I stuck with it. I made it to the 4 Kings after all. It took me long enough. Now I go and lose into a taxi driver. Perhaps my age has finally caught up with me. Some racer I am, eh? I'm big. Hey there. I hear you're out showing Hawakun the ropes today. No, today I was up against the devil killers. Oh, that thing you were doing for the local police. Don't get into any accidents, you hear? Chief, I need to ask you something. And what's that? Is it true you were one who founded them? Where did you hear that? From Gentle Nakamura, the guy I just raced. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. I was thinking of having a sit down with you one of these days. Might as well be now. When you're young, you have time to do whatever your heart desires. For me, that was cars. I loved them more than anything. Well, just about. Before I knew it, there was a whole bunch of us, motorheads to the core, so I decided to form the Devil Killers. We'd race day and night, trying to shave seconds off our best times. We all knew the dangers of racing on the highway, but we were careful. We tracked down the best spots, found out when there was the least traffic. We even posted lookouts with walkie-talkies. We were a close-knit bunch. It wasn't long before we gained a reputation as the fastest boys in town. Was it because of racing, the bedroom, and who's that picture of the guy golfing up there on that cabinet? My devil killer days, that was the prime of my life. Can you imagine this old gnarled stump of a tree once had leaves up top? Anyhow, as with anything, time was never on our side. With each passing generation, the glue that held the crew together seemed to be dissolving. And now look at them. They drive like reckless maniacs, no regard for safety. Then they brought gambling on board. When it comes down to it, there ain't hardly nothing left of the vision I once had. Only greed and ill gains remain. We shouldn't have to suffer because of it. Racing was about the thrill, not this. Listen up, Suzuki. There's something I want to ask you. I want you to break up the Devil Killers. Can you do that for me? That your phone? Better see who it is. This the Domino's guy? Hello? What's up, Suzuki-san? Who is this? The last of the 4 kings. Technically, the fifth to lead the Devil Killers. Long story short, I'm Devil Takamura. The guy from the farm? Where'd you get this number? Wouldn't you like to know? What is it you want? See, you've been preying on my teammates lately, and thanks to the taxi driver of all people, they've been on a losing streak. Bad if word got around, so someone's got to nip that in the bud. I don't see why. Let the people know the truth. Yeah, I don't think so. Our livelihood depends on our rep. Take that away, you take our business. Get me? That's what you get for basing your business on extortion. Say what you like. Either way, we need to get back our good name. I'm thinking on, like, a major scale, so let's hold a race with spectators and all. How about it? Me against you, or are you afraid to get your ass handed to you? Nah, I refuse to be part of a circus act. You should wait to hear my offer. I'm assuming Ashima Wimp that he is asked you to dismantle us, am I right? Thought so. What are you saying, you'll disband if I beat you? That's exactly what I'm saying. Whoever rules the road makes the rules. In other words, the fastest guy calls the shots. It's always been our way. Fine, you'll get your raise. And just so you know, I don't take kindly to people who go back on their word. Of course, wouldn't expect you to. But just so you know, there's a reason I'm in charge of the Devil Killers. You better be prepared, old man. You know how many taxi drives I've taken? I'm ready for you, bitch. So, he says he'll break up the team if you win. That's the long and short of it. So the bad seeds I sowed back when have sprouted into weeds, tangling up the new generation. I'm ashamed. Be hard on yourself, but I do have to ask. Are you really okay having such a big part of your past gone for good? I don't mind. The ones I care about most are all right here beside me. Ain't that right, Wada-chan? You bet, leader. Don't tell me you were a devil killer, too. Yep, as were some of our older drivers. Wow, guess that means I'm part of an elite team here. That's bitchin'. From what I hear, Suzuki-san, this devil guy is as quick as they come. Gross. Don't go out there without a plan. Can I ask one thing? Why did you leave street racing and the devil killers? They meant everything to you, didn't they? I think you ought to leave it there, Suzuki-san. I'm sure you'd have some things in your life you'd rather keep close to your chest. Sorry, that was rude of me. Yeah. You're just curious. I should be the one apologizing. Or we all just drive safely, give it our best, and leave the heavy stuff behind. Sound like a plan to me. Devil Takamura. No doubt you'll be my toughest opponent yet, but make no mistake, I won't go down easy. Without a few winks and smiles. Oh, that definitely helps me a little. The final battle. It's that regular client of yours on the highway. He said the stage was set. What did he mean? I don't know. He wants a kiss or something. That client, he said something about the stage is set. Does that mean anything to you? It means I need to beat him and put an end to this team once and for all. Do it. Kill them all. Nothing important. I'll be going now. All right, drive safe. I'm gonna kill him. Who you betting on today? Devil Takamura, duh. Yeah, I heard rumors about the taxi driver being good, but no way in hell he's beating him. Oh, honestly, I kind of want him to win. The cabbie, I mean. Yeah, those devil killers have been out of control for way too long. They're a pain in the ass to everyone, racers included. Shh, there he is. I'm a bitch boy. I'm kind of upset because he has kind of like the facial hair, like of just the underside with no stash thing, and it's kind of how my hair grows, except way more puffed out. And he has a hairstyle that I feel like I had when I was like in middle school. So this is just me if I was an Asian racer. And I was. He looks a bit like a goblin. Yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell when I was younger. Yeah, and you're Devil Takamura. I can't take it. Yeah, he's Goblin Takamura. All right, then. Just so we're clear, you'll disband if I win? Oh, hey, relax. We still have time in the limelight. Gotta appreciate that. I mean, look around. Street races from all over Japan are hanging around at every moment. They're even streaming us online. It's not often a taxi driver like you gets 15 minutes of fame. But there's a lot of money riding on this, am I right? Yeah. So what if there is? Don't you have any respect for your founder? Talking about the other guy? Who cares about that old has-been? He's all washed up now. We're working to save money to fix up your car, racing solely to improve your time. Sounds like a shit my grandpa would say. As you can see, I ain't new to this game because of my genius. This street racing shit is our cash cow. Guess it doesn't hurt to have the Devil Killer's image, though. People respect that image because of how hard the founders worked to build it, and this is how you repay them? Fuck yeah, dude. As long as the Devil Killers keep raking the money, what's the problem? Really need to keep up with the times. This guy doesn't know a thing. Everyone knows the Devil Killers are still the most badass team from way back when. That part ain't gonna change. Well, at least until I've milked the Devil Killer's image for all it's worth. Then hey, who knows? Maybe I'll start something new. Sky's the limit, you know. And hey, these shitheads should be honored an entrepreneur like me is doing them all a favor. I won't let you throw all those dreams away. Oh, and what is a cabbie gonna do? You think I got to where I am just by talking big? Let me tell you, buddy, point blank, I earned my spot as 5th leader of the Devil Killer by being the fastest fucking driver. Period. Now let's get this show on the road. Gotta give the audience what they came for, right? Yeah, that's why I picked the best song for this race. Daytona. Ow. Wouldn't it turn? Why did you just go straight? Excuse me. Pardon me. Do 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 do. Time for a drift. Can't control it right. Oh god. I really like the wall. It's my friend. Oh my god. Dude, he must have been thinking he's the fastest in bed, because he sure as shit ain't doing anything impressive in this race. Daytona. Oh, way, that taxi driver, he actually did it. The absolute madman, he beat the devil. Could possibly happen next. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess congratulations are in order. I don't need your fanfare. What I want is your crew to break up. That was your end of the bargain. Okay, everybody listen up. Hey, you can't be serious. Certainly you don't need to keep such a silly promise. You ain't no reason to break up now. Whoever gave you that idea? All these people watch. This is a perfect chance to show what happens when you get on the devil killer's bad side. Give this bastard a thrashing. I'm not the one to resort to violence, but alas, duty calls. Right, you'll have to take your medicine like a man. This is one we agreed on. What happened to your fastest guy calling the shots? Oh, see, there's been an update. It's the strongest guy who calls the shots. Maybe you missed the memo. Well, this is really just what I needed. Ow. I just had to get it out of my system. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Touchdown. I just shot the shit out of this guy because why the fuck not? You're a goddamn pancake. Here, you like to talk a lot of shit. Why don't you eat the shit? Trouble in paradise. So, about the whole strongest thing. Nice try. Didn't work. Ow. Rude. Spin around and throw. Oh, he's standing. I stabbed on his crotch and he stood up. Yo, we're getting our asses out. Our asses out of here. You'll get yours soon enough, man. I'll make sure of it. Hold up. What a pitiful sight. Never thought the legendary devil killers could sink so low. You ought to be ashamed. Hey, isn't that? Ooh, you don't know, that's one of the biggest names in racing. Onisaka-san. Who's this character all of a sudden? I didn't know you were going to be here. You start acting up on this scale, word is going to reach me. This is all this taxi driver's fault. You picked a fight with us, so don't even bother. I'm doing my own research. I heard you were throwing your weight around. I only gave you a pass because you had clout with the community. But now that's ancient history. What's your point? Do I really need to restate how bad this taxi driver beat you to a pulp? He's the top dog now. So abiding by our rules, I'm ordering you to break up the devil killers. That would mean the devil killers are pretty much done for at this point. What with Onisaka giving the order? One man really has that kind of pull? Of course he does. You're pretty much the law. Your team is hereby disbanded. Never use the devil killer's name again. Any objections? No. Get your asses off the road. You heard the man. And now I got my achievement. Good timing. So you're Suzuki, huh? I'm Onisaka. I look after the young guns around here. Thanks for intervening. No need to thank me. You're the one who beat him. That's all I needed to see. Without you, they wouldn't have shown honor to the agreement, so I appreciate you showing up. Slow down there, pal. You don't think I came all this way just to help you get rid of a few punks, do you? Well, you work for Nakajima or whatever, right? And I assume he wants you to race the devil killers into submission, break them up. Ultimately, yes. Yeah, they ain't gonna fly with me. Why not? Because he's a coward. People who chicken out of a challenge have no say in racing matters. 20 years ago, the two of us were rivals. The undisputed champion and me, the runner-up. No matter how many times I raced him, he always won out in the end. I lost to him countless times. Then one day I decided enough was enough. I took a year off to travel the country, taking on as many other races as I could. I swore not to lose to anyone. I made him swear not to lose to anyone. That way I'd still be taking on the best. When I returned, I found that he vanished. Gone just like that. Promise be damned. Demoralized me. And decaramelized me. What? An entire year down the drain with no explanation whatsoever. All that time with no one to race? What a fucking way to leave an old friend behind. I'm sure he had his reasons. He's not the kind of guy to break his word. Think I don't know that? I know he must have some kind of situation. That still doesn't keep me from wanting that race. He owes me. I'll never forget the thrill I got going up against him. I can't. So I won't give up the street racing until I get another taste of it. My pride won't let me. Go back, tell your boss I've been waiting, that whenever he feels like honoring his promise, I'll be behind the wheel. Same place as I've been for 20 years. All right, wheelman. Where's Vin Diesel in all this? Is he too busy fucking family or something? Steve, I know you're not the kind who goes back on his word. What happened all those years? It was 20 years ago, about a month after he left, I got into an accident. I wasn't driving dangerously. We were just coming off from shopping. I was under the speed limit, no distractions. But I couldn't say the same for the other car. A street racer smashed into us. He was completely at fault. Did you get hurt? Was it your wife because you had that ring indent on your finger? No, I came away with just scratches. But my wife sitting beside me wasn't as lucky. He hit her in the head, or she hit her head, I guess. It wasn't any internal injuries, but she fell into a coma. Really should have been angry with the guy who should have been him who did that to my wife, but I couldn't summon up any rage. He was a street racer, just like me. That's when I realized it could just as easily have been me causing a crash like that. Just one little mistake could end up costing some innocent person their life. When I got to thinking, I just couldn't go back to putting the pedal to the metal like I used to. I was too scared. Did you quit street racing at that point? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, I remembered what I promised him, but I knew I couldn't keep it. Who could after what happened? After the accident, my wife never regained consciousness again. She was alive, but never woke up. Strange, ain't it? I lived life on the edge, but I was still standing. My wife never took a risk in her life and ended up like that. Just couldn't accept it. I whispered her name into her ear over and over, day in, day out, thinking one day maybe she'd open her eyes and sit up like nothing ever happened. But that ain't how life works. No matter how much I loved her or prayed for her to come back, she wouldn't wake up. We're all pretty powerless when it comes down to it. All I could do was keep hoping she'd recover and work to pay her hospital bills. But even then, that was beyond me. See, I used to be a day laborer, and I poured all of my earnings into my ride, so I had no savings, no steady job. If I didn't do something, I'd fall behind with the medical bills, so I had to find work. Is that when you turned to taxi driving? Yep. Driving was all I could do. Besides, all I really wanted was... I just wanted to have her sit next to me again. Couldn't drive herself, but she loved it when I took her for a spin. I still remember her in the passenger seat, laughing and smiling away. She came out of that coma, I wanted to be ready to take her on another ride. I reckon that would have made her happy. Maybe a bit nervous, paranoid maybe, but, you know. I figured after that accident, she'd be too scared to do that again. Well, if I became a taxi driver and learned safe driving, maybe she'd be okay with it. Maybe we can go back to old times, just the two of us riding in the wind. But a year ago, she finally lost the battle. Who you're looking at right now is a miserable wreck of a man who can't even wear his own wedding ring because it hurts too much to remember. I couldn't save the one I loved, broke the promise I made to a rival. I'm a no good, worthless wrench. That's not true. You helped me out when I was in a bad place. I'm thankful for that, and I have nothing but respect for you. Don't talk about yourself that way. If Onisaka-san knew about this, I'm sure he'd forgive you for going back on your word. You still haven't told him about the accident. No, I didn't want to use my wife as an excuse, and I just couldn't face up to him. I'm a former racer myself, so I know exactly how he feels. I know how much he wants that rematch. I told him about the accident, sure, he'd probably let it slide. Think about what that'd do to him. Cars have been his life. I don't want to ruin that for him. I don't think telling him's a good idea. Do you want him to keep on racing? I used to want that. Figured with me off the road, he might as well do enough racing for the both of us. But now I don't know. He's getting old. I don't want him chained to this life until it's too late. One day he'll push it too far. And when he bows out, I want it to be at the right time. I don't want him to end up like me. Now, if someone were to beat him in a race, maybe that'd give him what he needs to lay his pride down. That's what I'll do. I'll challenge him, put an end to his career. You do that? Sure. Back when I was lost, you gave me a place and a purpose. It always meant a lot to me, so I'll pay you back. That's asking too much. Listen, I've taken down all the devil killers, and now I'm the fastest, just like you were. It's my turn to step up and race in your stead. You leave this to me. Here's your experience points. He's like, here, can I get money? No, I can pay you an experience. To the max. Anything for a friend. This place is, let's see. Oh, it's right in front of the office. Shouldn't take me long then. Haven't seen a client. Oh, hi there, Wada-san. Hi there yourself. On break? You could say that. Be around, I guess. What's wrong? It's me, by the way. Huh? I'm the one who requested you. What? You're the do you want me to drive you home again? No, don't you remember what the chief said when you first got hired? I'm the most senior driver. He wanted me to give you some driving tips. You have. They've come in real handy. I've got one more piece of advice for you. Today I want to tell you about Onisaka. You're kidding. He just needs you to race him. Something like that. That might be able to help. To be a street racer, not a reet racer. I don't know what that means. Oh, you bet. That was years ago, though. Onisaka used to be one of the three musketeers, you know. Let me guess. Predecessors to the Four Kings. The top three racers at the time took on that name from the old French novel. And a candy bar. It's like, no. And wouldn't you know it, our chief was the fastest of them. Biggest speed demon there. People used to call him Athos. The eldest and most fatherly of the musketeer. Onisaka was third rank. And Onisaka was a tenacious one. His times kept getting faster and faster. When he got back from his travels, he was at the top of his game. And the chief hadn't, and if the chief hadn't already quit, Onisaka probably could have taken him. Onisaka is the kind of guy who'd do anything just to shave a millisecond off his race time. 20 years have passed, but I bet he's still in peak condition. In fact, if he's stuck with it all these years, he might be even faster yet. That is something to consider. Look, I requested you. For all they know, you're on a job, right? You should use this time to get practice. You need to train. Any ideas how I'd go about doing that? How about you and me hit the highway? You want to race? Why not? If you think you're ready to take him on, you have no trouble beating me. You haven't raced in years. Hey, I'm behind the wheel every day. I still got the thunder in my veins. That's not healthy. Go to a doctor. If your body's making thunder noises constantly, you need help. But driving a taxi isn't really the same thing, and I know I'm the one to talk, but you're not as young as you used to be. Nonsense. I'm still plenty young. If he was the head musketeer and then third, maybe the second fastest was... Yeah, I'd be honored to race you, Wada-san. I'm not your average X-Street racer. Be ready for a challenge. Well, I'll do my best. Musketeer, question mark?
悪いけど負けんばい。僕もそこまでお人よしじゃない。
God, his back is so hard. Oh, God. He hit a bunch of cones. Even look at what we're doing. I don't know why I didn't use his ability, but whatever. I should have, because I never drive this road normally. Can't even drift properly. I can't believe you didn't pass me until now. I drifted so hard it made my frames drop. Oh, God.
Taxi driver 舐めてると怪我するぜ。大したもんだ。
Nope, I don't hear you. We have to get to the top. Okay, everything got muffled. It's like I'm losing my mind. It's like I was in the speed zone. Just came. Oh. Metal to the metal. I'm a level 20. Man, you got me. You're pretty quick. I think you got what it takes to give him a run for his money. You may not be a street racer anymore, but you're still one hell of a driver. Fitting for a former musketeer, I'd say. No, you got that all wrong. You really weren't? Nope, I wasn't even close to their level. You should call me, sworn ally to the Three Musketeers. Yeah, that. You know who that is, right? Nope. Guess you're talking about Three Musketeers book, but I never read it. Oh, he's the main character who goes on an adventure with them. I'll read it when I get a chance. So how come you're so fast now if you weren't a musketeer? Tell you when you're back at the office. We better go. To have a fit. We don't want anyone to throw a fit. You know that me and several older drivers at the company were street racers, right? Mm-hmm. And once I went off the radar, racing lost its spark for me. I decided to quit like he did. I wanted to find a job, but driving was all I knew. I ran into one brick after another, thinking there wasn't anything out there for me. That's when he showed up out of the blue, said he'd started a taxi company and wanted me on board. So he took you in just like that. Mm-hmm. It was the last thing I expected at the time. I wondered why he'd want to run a company, and especially a taxi company, but since he was asking for help, I just went along with it.
Yeah.
It was him who helped me. He was barely scraping by on his own, but he still took me in when I had nowhere to go. I'd always looked down on taxi drivers, but when I gave it a shot myself, I found out how hard it really is. As a street racer, I was free to drive however I liked, but with passengers, you're always worried you're going to mess up. One little mistake could put others in danger. That's the first time I realized the gravity of people putting their lives in your hands. Or the gravy. That makes it all the more rewarding when passengers thank me. Winning a race is nothing compared to that feeling. I made myself a promise. As long as there's someone in my cab, I will never cause an accident or break a traffic law. I may have done a few of those already. I've hit like several people as a taxi driver. I managed to keep that promise all these years. Well, hey, that's no small feat. Even now, when I'm taking a passenger somewhere, I'm more focused and nervous than when I was racing. I'd say every passenger I've carried has been a battle for me. Battle against myself. Man, that sounds heavy. Well put. You battle against yourself every day, and that's the secret to your technique? I guess you could say that. I feel like I'm making a bigger deal out of it than I should, though. It doesn't suit me. I think it suits you just fine. You know, that you just fired me up. I'm going to show you how great a driver I can be. Better sharpen my act up as well. Couldn't hurt, right? We should all give this job our best. We owe it to the chief and the passengers who depend on us. I'm gonna go stand in this corner now. Everyone has a history, don't they? In any case, I don't want Wada-san to think his help was a waste, so I'll make sure not to lose this next race. Don't want to lose now. I am the chief. It's a call from someone named Onisaka, but he's requested the chief out of all people. I'll be taking that job. Normally I would agree, but the chief is out. Might as well let him do it. True. It isn't like we have another option. Okay, thanks for volunteering. No problem. Once you do this, it'll be over at last. Make sure you win. Be careful out there. We all know you've got what it takes. Carve your own destiny, man, no matter how tough the challenge. There ain't nothing you can't do. Guess I'll be heading out now. She's just like, what the fuck? Have a nice trip. She's like, wow, such a supporting team. Hi, it's me again. Did I keep you waiting? Hey, I asked for Nagajima, not you. I thought you wanted the thrill of going up to the top racer. No need to bother if that's what you're looking for. I'm your man. So funny. Seems you're letting the fact that you took down the devil killers go to your head. What are you implying? That you can't live up to his legacy? I saw you race. You're nowhere near his level. Taking you on would be like arm wrestling a baby. You got some weak-ass odds, my friend. Might as well head back on the taxi of yours. The odds aren't what's important. As long as there's a chance, I'll take it. What? I can see you're letting the past hold you back. I'm here to change that. Interesting. No wonder he hired you. Fine, you'll get your shot, but fair warning. I got 20 years of pure rage in the beating heart of mine, and I'm taking it out on you. You and me both, pal. I just keep beating up people. Oh, God, it's 3 laps? Ugh. Oh God, I didn't do it. Okay, we're not even racing anymore. It just looks like bumper cars. We're just like slamming into each other. It wasn't even a race. Get to the top. I don't even know how you didn't get past me, but I'm not going to complain. Oh, God. Sure. Gotta be the best at taxi driving. Oh God, I didn't want to do it. My finger slipped off the drift. How will Shadow ever respect me if I'm not the best taxi driver? Final lap. No one ever was. Except it's all about taxi driving, not catching them all. Still doesn't sound like this is good for the car. You just sped up behind me so quick. To drive taxis is my real test. To beat opponents, it's my cause. Oh god. It's Taximon. I did it. You really did it, huh? You beat me. I suppose I did. Laughter. This is the thrill I've been looking for. I feel like I'm alive again. I've been waiting so long to feel it just one more time. You did good, thank you. It's almost like racing against the man himself. Guy I've been chasing all these years. I'm sorry, Onisaka. Oh. I know I disappeared on you, but I couldn't. Ugh. Don't say another word. I know how hard it is. Even so, the way I went about it, I got no excuse. Don't sweat it. We're all good, man. So the rivals are reunited at last. Seems like they've been off to a good start. He's licking his shoulder. So good to see you. It's like, can you please get off me? An accident? That's terrible. Still, wish things didn't end the way they did. I figured it was along those lines. It'd have to be something major to get you to quit. I appreciate your understanding. I can't say I'm not disappointed. I never did get my rematch. Going again with Suzuki-san here got all the anger out of my system. I think it's time I finally left racing behind. You mean that? Yeah, in all honesty, I just want to go out on a high. One last race was all I needed. Thanks to you, I got it. Yeah. You're a good man, Suzuki-san. Guess I made the right call. Hmm? Chi-san, you're here too? Oh, you a sight for sore eyes. It's the second musketeer. Yep, I kinda figured. Can you believe this goody two-shoe was a street racer? What, an honest cop can't have a bit of a pass? Though I'd really rather just not dig that up. No, it's just that I never would expect you to be involved, especially with a group like the Devil Killers. Sorry to keep that detail a secret. Well, with my current position, I'm reluctant to talk about my history. Anyway, you've done a fine job. Nice work, and thank you. Thanks to you, the Devil Killers are no more and old ties are mended. Give you a commendation if I could, but that's a bit tricky, considering the methods we used. Thanks is more than enough. Take this. It's a blade. I think you just gave me a sword. Why were you carrying that? How about we catch over drinks tonight? Sounds like a plan. Oh? I thought I'd be on the chief here. Huh? Why me? I took down what's left of the Devil Killers and repaired an old friendship. It was a long road, but it was well worth it. The cop just gave me a blade. And I don't mean the vampire killer guy. I'm back. I'm back. Hey, Suzuki-san, how'd it go? Did you beat Onisaka? I managed to win somehow. Well, that's good news, isn't it? Now you won't get people trying to race you left and right. I haven't seen the chief around, but I'm sure he'll be happy to hear what went down. Actually, it was over at the race. Let's just say the Three Musketeers had a happy reunion, and now it looks like they're going out for a drink. You serious? Well, yeah. I don't believe this. The whole thing came together through racing, so I think they've resolved their differences. It's not it at all. Why didn't they invite me? Huh? That's what you're worried about? I spent my best years with them. How could they leave the main character out? You want to invite all the staff along too. They'll be here any minute. Oh, alrighty then. That'll be a blast. And you have something to tell Suzuki-san. Well, you see, I'm on. Suzuki-san, I passed my Class 2 license test. Really? Yes, he helped me get through the studying. He was a nervous wreck. I had to go to the test center with him. He's a handful. Thanks to him, I passed the written test on my first try. I could finally be a taxi driver. Just like you, I stepped up to the challenge and made my own destiny. Congratulations. Looks like all that work paid off. You helped me out so much. Don't forget your manners. Yes, sir. Thank you for the help, Muramatsu-san. I passed my test with flying colors. So, do I get a present or something? What? You're supposed to get me a gift. Don't I deserve a reward? Ah, there's no hope for you, kid. I got one drinking. Who's up for it? I thought you'd never ask. I can get a bit crazy when I drink. What if I end up shattering those glasses of yours? What? It's time to partay. I'm so lucky to be here. You guys are seriously the best. Something special about this company and everyone who works here. They'll run out of booze at this rate. Come on, hop to it. They say you're the fastest. Let's get a move on. Yeah, in bed, thank you. I'm lucky to have them as friends, but I'll never see them again. All missions for that complete. There's just taxi missions. I don't know if they eventually finish, but I think we've done enough with the vehicle stuff for now.